child, there is so much going on, y'all. I don't even know. This is good though. All these things that I am seeing. Shout out to Black Conservative Perspective for the story to alert me to crime is down, y'all. Never forget that crime is down. So Kansas City store closes despite receiving millions in public funding. So this is like a government-run grocery store that came in to save the day after the profit grocery store left. You know, Aldi, Acme, Food Lion, all those people left, and everyone's always like, "What happened? What happened? We don't know. We don't understand." Child, I don't know either. But if the government's grocery store can't handle it, then I'm a little bit confused as to what people think is going to work now. Because, you know, crime is down, child. Crime is down.
After years of taxpayer investment and 2 different operators, the Linwood Sunfresh grocery store is now closed. That grocery store was off of 31st and Prospect. Now, the company posted signs on the door saying it was their dream to operate the store. KMBC 9's Brian Johnson is live there tonight with why the store closed and what's next for that location, Brian.
Yeah, Bria. Well, Community Builders of Kansas City operates the Sunfresh. We reached out to them for comment, but they did not get back to us. The sign on the door says circumstances outside of their control forced the store to close. Meanwhile, now the closest Sunfresh is here on MLK, 3 miles away. Black plastic masks years of investment, but people know what's missing.
It was actually something that the community needed.
Neighbors say this Sunfresh was crucial to the community at 31st and Prospect. They can't believe it's gone.
It's going to be tragic on this neighborhood. It's going to be tragic.
It's going to be tragic on this neighborhood. It's going to be tragic again. So you bring something in initially, you don't treat it properly, it leaves. It's white supremacy, discrimination, and racism. And I don't know the story of this particular neighborhood, but let's we not act like it's not wash, rinse, repeat, okay? Then they try it again. Here you go, government grocery store, and you trying to tell me that the government couldn't make it work either? You trying to tell me that the government couldn't make it work either? I don't know what the problem could be, child.
Actually something that the community needed.
Neighbors say this Sunfresh was crucial to the community at 31st and Prospect. They can't believe it's gone.
It's going to be tragic on this neighborhood. It's going to be tragic.
The closest thing is Happy Foods, about a mile east.
You only have
Happy Foods, child. Y'all ever heard of a place called Happy Foods? This dude looked like Glenn Turman. Shout out to him.
It's going to be tragic.
The closest thing is Happy Foods, about a mile east.
You only have Wild Woodies.
It says it's seeing a slight increase
Wild
in traffic.
Woodies?
There's also an...
What are these names? Shout out to Kansas City, but child, what are these names? Do y'all know these grocery stores? All right, let me not be racist, child.
Happy Foods, about a mile east.
You only have Wild Woodies.
It says it's seeing a slight increase in traffic. There's also an Aldi about a mile south.
I definitely would have liked to seen it last a little bit longer.
Stop it. Get some help.
For months, the store hasn't fully been stocked. Still, person after person comes to buy groceries.
I thank the previous operator for the years they put into that, as well as their predecessor. And now we'll try to do all we can to make
sure. Do y'all think that he has to worry about any of this, Bueller? This is probably, and I'm not blaming him because I don't even know who this man is before they even get into it. He seems like he don't have to shop at Happy Woodies and Happy Foods and all those other places.
Sure that this works.
Mayor Quinton Lucas is disappointed.
Mayor.
He met with the store operator 2 weeks ago for hours.
Oh, so the mayor of Kansas City, which I believe is in Missouri, child, because I'll be learning. So the mayor of Kansas City is a black man. This is a black neighborhood, and they're having some crime issues, allegedly. And he can't help y'all, and y'all can't help y'all, and the government can't help y'all, and the for-profit can't help y'all. What's a person to do? Who do you blame now?
Hours trying to come up with a solution.
Yeah, I know there are different challenges to how a grocery store can operate. Part of that challenge is the city certainly has been happy to be a partner, but there's always a limit to what we will invest as well.
It comes down to money. The city owns the building and has invested nearly $29.
Hold on. Let's read the sign.
There's always a limit to what we will invest as well.
It comes down.
There's always a limit. Unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances beyond our control, we are no longer at this time able to serve the residents of this important community. It has always been our dream and passion to provide quality products and services in a safe family environment. At this time, unfortunately, we are unable to do that. I think the writing is on the wall, like literally the writing is on the wall.
down to money. The city owns the building and has invested nearly $29 million in the store. Still, the Sunfresh was losing money.
All of a sudden, you roll down here this morning and they're gone, and they're saying they're not coming back.
All neighbors know is there's no food here now, and they wish that wasn't the case.
I'd like to know what could be done, maybe to bring it back.
In Kansas City, Brian Johnson, KMBC 9 News.
The city says it will try to find a new operator. Tonight, a spokesperson for Price Chopper tells KMBC 9 News that they have not had any talks to take over the Sunfresh location.
Well, shout out to this beautiful lady right here. It sounds like the same story over and over again. Let's see if we can find out anything else.
A surprise to customers and neighbors today. The Linwood Sunfresh at 31st and Prospect officially closed this morning. Now, this is a story we've been following for weeks now. That store has struggled since it opened, finding it difficult to turn a profit and dealing with crime in the area, keeping customers away.
Absolutely.
No.
So we've listened to the voices of neighbors and employees who shared their concerns about that store.
But, ooh, Lord, crime is down, child. Crime is down. And I'm going to take this picture right the F here. I will not be shopping there, but that's just me, child. That's just me. Come on, child. What happened?
A lot of people hanging out, drinking, drugging, having sex.
Wait a minute.
Sleep.
It's just people have to feel.
Wait a minute. At the grocery store? What in the world, ma'am?
And employees who shared their concerns about that store.
A lot of people hanging out, drinking, drugging, having sex, just going to sleep.
It's just people.
What the hell is y'all doing down there in Kansas City? And yes, I said it like that because that sounds ghetto. That is all ghetto, and it don't make no daggone sense. Why y'all going to the grocery store to have sex? Y'all can't go to the motel, hotel, Holiday Inn. Y'all trying to tell me that y'all was going to take a daggone nap over there at the daggone grocery store. Y'all trying to tell me that y'all was just hanging out around at the daggone grocery store. What am I missing? Child, what am I missing?
Neighbors and employees who shared their concerns about that store.
A lot of people hanging out, drinking, drugging, having sex, just going to sleep.
It's just people have to feel safe to come inside the doors. And if they don't feel safe to come in, then it means that we may not have a job here in the next 90 days.
The store was first brought to our area as a solution to a food desert. Now, since it opened in 2018, the city has spent time and money to help pay the store's bills and deter crime.
And today, we also heard from Quentin Lucas, the mayor, about that, who said today's closure was a surprise to him, too.
I met with the
Child, how come y'all's mayor don't know what's going on in his city and town, child? How come y'all's mayor don't know what's going on in y'all city and town, child?
operators just about 2 weeks ago. We spent several hours coming up with potential solutions and approaches. I think that was a good and productive conversation, but ultimately I know there are different challenges to how a grocery store can operate. Part of that challenge is the city certainly has been happy to be a partner, but there's always a limit to what we will invest as well.
Child, he just sat there and said a lot of absolutely nothing. That man just sat there and said absolutely nothing. That is political speak, political ease. That's just fodder for them to just say to make it sound like they smart and they saying something important. He ain't addressing the fact that there was, what did she say? People sleeping there, having X there, the crime there, the whatever else was going on there, and doing anything about it, prosecuting people for it, making sure it don't happen, doing anything about crime, but keep on allowing these people to play in y'all's face because it looks like he is a Democrat and try to sit up here and say that crime is effing down. Y'all sit there and believe it and then sit here in another food desert yet again. And where is it disproportionately affecting people yet again? There's more disproportionately affected freaking community areas yet effing again. But y'all, we don't know anything about nothing. Y'all continue to have these people come in here, be elected, tell y'all what you want to hear, play in your face. You have the same crap as you've had before, whine and complain. Nothing gets done. Wash, rinse, repeat.
KSHP 41's Alyssa Jackson has done several reports on the store in the past month. She broke the news this morning and joins us live.
Alyssa, what are shoppers being told?
Well, Gian and Kevin, just like the mayor mentioned, it was a surprise to them, and it has been a surprise to everyone that has come to the Sunfresh today. I actually got a tip from a viewer about this sign that's on both of the doors that says, due to unforeseen circumstances beyond our control, we are no longer able to serve the residents of this important community. Now, those signs mark the closure of the Sunfresh this morning, and I believe I saw the last employee walk out and lock the doors just before 3 o'clock. Now, even though the community expected the store to close at some point, it did still come.
Okay, so they expected the store to close, so the community actually knows. She just now said it. The community expected the store to close. But the title of this video, if I didn't say it, is Neighbors Saw Closure of Kansas City Sunfresh Coming, Hope for a Replacement.
I beg your pardon?
Why? Why would there be a replacement? Why would someone come in here and try to replace this store so that they can go through the same thing that these people just went through. I'm sorry, this company just went through, and then the company before, and probably the company before. Why would they continue? I know it's racist and it's white supremacy and all that type of stuff, but why would someone else come in here and try to do the same thing, go through the same thing, to open up a business, spend all that money, put all this investment into a community that's going to sit up here and say, F you, we don't give a damn, and you have to do this because you have to do this, but we're going to take whatever the hell it is that we want because we are used to doing that, and no one holds us accountable, and we ain't going to get in trouble, and we ain't going to go to jail, and our parents don't give a shit, so we're going to do what we want. Who thinks that the child... Anybody that comes back in there is an effing fool.
Now, those signs mark the closure of the Sunfresh this morning, and I believe I saw the last employee walk out and lock the doors just before 3 o'clock. Now, even though the community expected the store to close at some point, it did still come as abrupt to them and employees who showed up to work today. The Sunfresh has looked like this for weeks. Empty shelves and coolers and odor throughout the store. Most of the store only had processed food available for purchase. I'll tell you what we do know. The store's ownership, a nonprofit called Community Builders, had been losing a lot of revenue with more expenses than income from its 2023 tax filing. Its landlord is the city of Kansas City, which has poured at least $1 million of funding directly into the grocery store over the years. Right now, doors are locked. Sunfresh's sign is covered up. People in this neighborhood didn't just want the store to stick around. I met a man who said he regularly volunteers his own time to help the store out because it meant that much to him.
It's a bad feeling, going down like this, much as we tried to save it, it's not working. I wish things could be different. Don't look like it's going to be today.
It was definitely a quick turn of events because I met with the city manager last week who told me that they are meeting with the owners of the Sunfresh to figure out a solution because they wanted to protect their investment, the city's investment, and the owners of the Sunfresh wanted to protect theirs. But it seems that in a week's time, there was no viable solution to keep it open. Gianni, Kevin.
Alyssa, thank you so much. Well, this morning, community builders told Alyssa that they've retained legal counsel. The president and CEO shared a statement saying, in part, community builders of Kansas City has been vocal for years about concerns and fears with insurmountable challenges of the KC Sunfresh Midtown location. As of today, it can no longer serve residents from this location.
Child, they can sit up here and keep feeding lines and saying what they're going to do, and we going to come together, and we looking for a solution, and we going. If the community is not going to be a part of that solution and get these people under control, and if the government, the police are not going to hold people accountable for the things that they do wrong and allow people to do what they want, when they want, however they want, with no regard for any consequences, nothing ever is going to change. I don't know how many times we can watch this story. I don't know how many times we can tell this story. I don't know how many times it's going to take before someone recognizes and answers that those politicians don't give a damn about you. And holding people accountable is how you get crime to go down. They can say whatever they want. All you have to do is look at the daggone news. That's it. That's all. Like this daggone video. Make sure you comment, subscribe if you are new. I see you all in the next one.
We do not care